Okay, welcome to All Things Psychology, Bunny Therapy. I'm Dr. Tyson, and I wanted to take a quick moment to talk about why the name Bunny Therapy, because that sounds kind of silly. When I had to create the YouTube channel, I needed to come up with a photo, so I quickly searched my personal effects and found something that I thought was representative of what I wanted to do. And so what happened is I'm living in Japan right now, and there's a famous neighborhood called Shibuya. I'm sure you've seen it on TV at some point, and they have these little capsule machines, little toy machines that they have in the train station. At least they did at the time. And so you put in like the Japanese yen, like I think 300 or something like that, and you turn it. It's like a gumball machine, and out comes like a little specialized toy that they make, and they're very detailed about these toys here. And out came a series of toys. One was a copy of Rodin's The Thinker, except for it was a rabbit. It was a bunny. And the bunny's on there just like he is at the Musée de Rodin, the thinking statue, the famous statue from like the early 1800s, where there's a character in deep thought contemplating things. And I thought that was good. So then I put it in a Zen rock garden in the Kyoto style, where they have lots of like monks and people doing meditation. And I took a bonsai. I got the rock garden and the bonsai in Ginza in Tokyo, and I put it all together. And I made a photograph, and then I superimposed it on the Oracle of Delphi. Now there's some layers to why we call it bunny therapy, because, well, obviously there's a bunny, and there's the bunny in deep thought. And Rodin, the guy who created the original statue, the thinker, and the bunny's doing the thinking, just like the statue, in case you can't see it very well. Rodin was really into ancient Greek myths and art. And so he wanted to create something along the time which apparently was very outrageous at the time, because it was so realistic. Somebody in deep thought, muscular person. And so what we have here is a motif of somebody in deep thought contemplating the fate of the human soul. Rodin originally put the thinker on a door that was supposed to go to a museum that never got constructed, about the gates of hell. It's supposed to be about Dante and all that stuff. So you have the motif of the thinker in the form of a rabbit at the Temple of Apollo in Delphi, Greece. Now, the Temple of Apollo was dedicated to Apollo, the sun god, but he was also the god of healing. And what happened was, in ancient Greece, kings, people of importance, anybody could approach the oracle, who was like this divine kind of seer of the future, and people would pose big questions, about their lives, about big decisions, about fate, about destiny. And what would happen was the oracle would go into this trance, and he would come up with an answer. And the answer and the question were delivered by this special woman who would go into the back room and consult with him. And there would be this cryptic answer that the Oracle of Delphi would come up with, which would be delivered to the seeker. And having thought about all this, putting the thinking bunny at the temple, or in the rock garden in the Kyoto style, is an allegory for therapy, where people go to think about their lives, to contemplate their lives, to contemplate the future. And it's an allegory of the therapy process, because people come to therapy and they ask these questions, and often they get cryptic answers, which can be dissatisfying, but they get these answers, And a lot of times people don't know what to do with the answers in the therapy. They don't walk out of therapy like, oh, okay, I asked, should I do this? Should I divorce my wife? Or should I get a new job? Or what do I do about this or thing that I'm worried about? And how do I handle this stress? And I'm having nightmares. What do I do about these nightmares? What do these nightmares mean? What do these dreams mean? And in the therapy process, we go over that, but not necessarily in a cut, dry, black and white answer, much like the Oracle of Delphi. Now, the Zen rock garden is a representation of another really important key piece, which I will do next on mindfulness. And the monks in these shrines, what they do is they sit there and they intensely watch the mind. A lot of people have different thoughts about meditation, but what the Zens are doing, the Zen monks, what they're doing is they're just watching the flow of their minds and what's happening inside them, and using that information to make sense and move forward in life. And that's what therapy does. So, in short, we have the thinker at the Oracle of Delphi. And the Oracle, the charge of the Oracle is also an allegory for therapy. Know thyself. So if you look at the thumbnail on YouTube, the YouTube channel for Bunny Therapy, All Things Psychology, it says the first thing, know thyself, and then it lists a bunch of things that you can apply it to that you would ask the Oracle. So it's a multi-layered photo. I mean, a lot of people might look at this and be like, why is there a rabbit here? Why should I click on a rabbit? Because it's important. All right, having said that, stand by and we'll move on to mindfulness and explore the rock garden and see where the East meets West between the ancient Greek wisdom and the ancient Eastern wisdom. And I'm Dr. Tyson. This is All Things Psychology. Bunny Therapy.